it fails to account for the fact that communism is ultimately an Enlightenment ideology. Well, it's an Enlightenment and a Rabbinic ideology. And there's a Rabbinic influence on the Enlightenment as well. So communism, Marxism, socialism, Trotskyism, they all have their roots, yes, in Rabbinic philosophy, but also in Plato. Plato was, as far as I'm aware, the first proto-communist. And all the communist states and dictatorships pull from that. Now, when I say Rabbinic, I can read Moses Hess talking about world socialism coming to fruition and having victory through the lodges of the world, the Masonic lodges. He says that in the book. And through the establishment of the world, of the nation state of Israel as a world socialist beacon. So what the rabbinical philosophers did, especially the ones like Moses Hess, who didn't really believe in the theology anymore, they just transferred the theological salvation idea to the nation state of Israel as a atheistic salvation vehicle for the world through world socialism. Now, I'm not saying every rabbi believes that or every Jewish theologian believes that. I'm talking about those specifically. Chaim Weizmann, Theodor Herzl, Moses Hess, they believe that. And it's in their books, so what are you talking about? So the Vatican, as we saw then, has not abandoned or spoken out against this, although they did up until Vatican II, with John the 23rd's landmark encyclical. Remember, I mentioned this to you guys. And this is why Gaudium et Spes teaches what it does, is that it had prior precedent in John the 23rd's International Socialism encyclical. How do we establish universal world peace? Through justice, charity, and liberty. And what the document calls for in 1963 is internationalist economic institutions like World Economic Forum, like the United Nations, like UNESCO, like IMF, like World Bank. It doesn't explicitly list those, but that's the types of things that it's calling for. Exactly the type of Keynesian, Fabian socialist entities and world policing bodies that were set up in the post-World War II Bretton Woods era. So Vatican II's Gaudium et Spes is pulling from and basing its teaching in the papal teaching of Pacem in Terris of John the 23rd in 1963. And it was so bad that even the CIA was concerned that John the 23rd would be the Pinko Pope. They called him the Pink Pope in the CIA. And so they had to step in and try to smooth this out with Paul VI. But Vatican II's documents, especially Gaudium et Spes, as we just saw, were still essentially Fabian socialist ideas. And this is all on record. I just don't understand why people can't figure this out when it's all right here. It's public. Like, is it just, I'm trying to figure out why people can't see this or what the problem is. Sunken cost, is that what it is? Evan, $10. Your thoughts? I was sent a video of a Roman Catholic exorcist, and he was giving an interview, and he said the devil can't stand Latin because it's the language of the church. Where did he get that from? I mean, just trad cat mythology. So devils can't stand Latin because it's the language of the church.